Morning viewers, welcome back to the channel. So we're on day 3 of our little journey across Cherbourg peninsula in France, and we stayed here last night, which is the Utah Beach Hotel, the main Utah Beach Hotel. The restaurant was stunning, the food was absolutely wonderful, and you can see it's an old farm and adjoining house and building, which apparently was 1891. So now we're heading off to Utah Beach along the, I think it's the D914. Weather was predicted to be rainy, but we got some blue skies, so that's good. And I'm quite happy with this sort of weather, that's fine. And it's a lot warmer, funnily enough, than yesterday. We were already at 12 degrees, and yesterday we started off about 6. So it's one of those sort of what shall I wear type of deciding days. But now it's funny, because if you know anything about the history of the D-Day landings and Normandy and the problems they had, one of the main problems was that once they got off the beach and they were going through all these little country lanes, you can see the hedgerows are really, really high. So the German defending their positions were able to really put crossfire across these fields. And so every time the Americans went through a hedgerow, and they were apparently quite thick as they are today, they'd be slaughtered. And they had this problem all the way to Falaise and all around here because of these hedgerows. A bit of a killing field really for them, bless them. But it's until you actually ride around these roads you realise how difficult it must have been for the soldiers at the time.
Some racing horses, I think.
Yeah, it's lucky he's enjoying his paddle. I always think that's the joys of travel. You just see things which are slightly unusual. But I know horses good for them to get in the seawater. And why not? We all love a paddle. We all love a paddle. It's such a shame that this the beach holds so much history, and sad history really, because it's absolutely stunning, isn't it? But we have to remember that thousands of young men gave their lives on this very beach nearly 80 years ago. Seen this, which is the Cherbourg lighthouse, so we thought we'd have a look at this and stop and See if we can get a bit closer. It looks spectacular. Oh, there is a parking area, so that's good. Looks pretty impressive, that's for sure. And the rain has stopped, but you can see it's very cloudy and very windy, so heading towards the lighthouse, obviously, because it's right in front of us. It's massive, but it looks quite spectacular in the sense that most lighthouses obviously stuck out in the middle of the sea, but this looks like it's got a lot of buildings and of course access to it, so it might not have been as lonely on this lighthouse as it would have been in others. Looks like there's quite an administrative building at the bottom of it. Pretty big though, so it gives out there. But of course this peninsula is, as you can see, just out there's a lot of rocks, a lot of reef out there with the white tips. So obviously quite treacherous, which is why they put a lighthouse here. Pretty big, isn't it? Pretty big.
There's another little one round the back.
Okay.